Imagine walking through your living room only to realize the wall in front of you isn't a wall, it's a window. But not to your backyard, it's a window to the scorching surface of Jupiter.
Physics tells us this isn't just a sci-fi dream, it's a mathematical inevitability. The paradox is this. If the shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line, why does the universe insist it can crumble that line and stitch the ends together?
Reality isn't what you touch. It's a fragile fabric that might be tearing apart right beneath your feet, and you wouldn't even know it. We have a religious faith in distance. We believe that to reach the stars, we must cross millions of light years. This is our safety net, the idea that here is fundamentally different from there. We see space-time as a rigid stage where the actors move. But this feeling is just a user interface for our limited brains to prevent us from going insane. The truth is, distance, as you perceive it, might not exist at all. The universe is more like a waterbed that someone has poked a hole through from the bottom while you're still sleeping on the surface. Einstein discovered something he might have wished he hadn't. Space-time is not solid. General relativity doesn't say space is empty, it says space is a thing. And when matter sits on this fabric, it warps it. But there's a deep crack in the logic. Einstein's equations are like an oracle that speaks in riddles. They gave us Einstein-Rosen bridges. The math says a black hole might not be a dead end, but a portal. But here, physics starts to stutter. The math says the door is open, but reality screams that anything entering it will be slaughtered by gravity before it ever reaches the other side. Let's imagine a terrifying scenario. Suppose we manage to build a traversable wormhole. One end is in your bedroom, and the other is on a spaceship moving at the speed of light. Because of time dilation, time moves slower on that ship. Now, you look through the hole in your bedroom. You see yourself in the future, smiling back at you from the ship. What happens if you reach into that hole and pull the trigger of a gun pointed at your younger self? You didn't just bypass space, you butchered causality. A wormhole isn't just a shortcut, it's a time machine waiting to turn the logic of the universe into a paradox. Exploring the edges of reality requires a certain kind of curiosity. If you're one of the few who aren't afraid to look into the abyss, join our journey by subscribing. Let's unravel the cosmic blueprints together. Now, back to the glitch. There is a dirty problem that keeps physicists awake at night: stability. Wormholes are incredibly shy. The moment they form, they collapse in a fraction of a second. To keep the throat of this beast open, we need something that arguably shouldn't exist: exotic matter. Matter with negative mass. Something that repels gravity rather than attracting it. Some, like Jamie Farnes, believe our entire universe is floating in a sea of this negative mass fluid we call dark energy. Others think it's just a calculation error. Are we trying to build something that shouldn't exist, using something that doesn't exist? Honesty dictates we admit we still don't know if the universe allows these scars to stay open. If wormholes are real, the meaning of being human changes forever. Far away ceases to exist. The concept of home evaporates. If you can move from one end of the galaxy to the other in a heartbeat, the universe is no longer a vast frontier. It's a small, claustrophobic, tangled village. But the price of this access is the loss of certainty. If space-time can be punctured, there is no fixed border between past, present, and future. We live in a world that might be a Swiss cheese of holes, and we're just walking on the smooth parts, lying to ourselves that we are safe. Maybe wormholes will never be found. Maybe they are just the mathematical fantasies of a species terrified of being alone in the vastness. But if one day, in the deep dark of space, you encounter a shimmering, transparent sphere reflecting the light of a distant galaxy, remember, there is no coming back. Because once you break the structure of reality, you are no longer the person who stepped inside. Reality might be a finished map, or it might still be rendering. Either way, you are now part of the glitch. The map is unfinished, and the shadows are deep. If this journey changed your perspective, leave a like and share it with a fellow traveler. What do you think? Is the universe a solid path or a fragile web of holes? Tell us your theories in the comments. Thank you for watching, and remember, keep an eye on the structure of your reality. Until next time.